Hello everyone and welcome back to part 6 of the Dance of the Dragons. We are playing as the Blacks, and sadly in the last episode, uh, we died. We were trying a rebellion with Lord Alan Valerian. Didn't go so well. He died in a dragon battle, and as it happens now, the line of Corlys Valerian is completely wiped out. I mean, there's no more of Laenor's kids. Well, that's not true. I guess Laena still had her two daughters. So there's still Baela, who is now unmarried, and Rhaena, who's married to Daemon. Okay, she just married her father. You know, I guess that works. She's pregnant now anyway, so I guess that's how Corlys' line is going to continue. But anyways, we're now playing as Lord Damien Valerian, and we have decided to throw a funeral for Alan. We do have a decent amount of gold. I don't think we can really invite too many people, though, considering we're at war. So all the Court of Driftmark shall attend. How about that? We'll just get the people within the province to go. And we should really try to sue for white peace here. Oh, I think I already sent that in the last episode. So hopefully we'll be able to get that peace offer to go, because we do not want to be in this war with Aemond right now. I'm gonna hold out on the focus and see if the war does end, because if it does, we're gonna have a new focus. Don't want to get locked into a war focus. Same with that. So let's see if we can just... Oh, okay. While we were fighting our rebellion, it seems someone threw a war against King Aegon's tyranny, and Aegon the Tormentor has... He has lost. He's been imprisoned by the Lord of Dire Den. Interesting. He lost Sunfire's whip. And they just took everything in his treasury. But Sunfire is still alive, just still maimed, and it's still his dragon. His 5-year-old son, Maelor, oh, meant to right-click there, has been crowned King of the Iron Throne. This makes it much easier for us to try to supplant him with a black heir. So, hopefully, we can sue for peace here and try to somehow push Aegon the Younger's claim. My lord Aegon Targaryen has been defeated. His reign of misrule has come to an end, and stability has been brought to King's Landing. King Maelor Targaryen, his heir, shall henceforth rule the Iron Throne as your king. Signed, Lord Clarence of the House Rune. A 10-year-old lord. I mean, he led the rebellion against the king. That's very impressive. Him and I guess his Septon regent. His father was broken on the wheel by order of Aegon. Well, he had rabies, though, so he really would have died anyways. That is very good, though. The invitations have been sent to the lords and ladies of the realm to come to the funeral. It is time to prepare the feast and the funeral itself. Very nice. So, the guests will arrive soon. Let's begin our preparations. Let's get these men at least back to Driftmark while he's waiting to respond to us. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what foodstuff to serve. I must purchase venison, boar, and duck, spices, wine, and ale, honey for the desserts, cheeses, and perhaps even a swan or a peacock. Spend enough to satisfy everyone's hunger. This isn't going to be a lavish event. And there we go. We've gotten a white peace. And thankfully, Aemond doesn't have a negative opinion of me because Damien wasn't the one who rebelled against him. And he's quite far related. I think a second cousin or something from Alan. So really doesn't make much sense to blame us. Which is good. It means we can start plotting against Aemond all over again. My lord, King Maelor of the Iron Throne, has seen fit to name Lord Lyn Linderly as Lord Paramount of the Vale. He, his sons, and grandson shall hold and enjoy this honor until the end of time, and all lords of the Vale shall pay him homage as their rightful liege. Interesting. So they finally named the new Lord of the Vale since the Aaron's Rebellion. The Aarons have been allowed to retain the Eyrie, and he is still High Lord of the of the Giant's Lance, but he did lose his direct vassals. And Lord of the Fingers. So they're still quite powerful, and I'd imagine they will eventually try to take the Vale back. But for now, it's House Linderly of Snakewood who will rule over the Vale. His son is blind? That is a shame. Well, his grandson's strong, though. Let's dismiss these. Okay, and now we can get a new focus. We are a very diplomatic man. Proud, ambitious, honorable, and just. I don't think we're going to be someone to really plot too much. We're too honorable for that. Maybe a bit of a family focus. Because our family has been, you know, pretty much decimated from these wars. And that would kind of work toward diplomacy. So let's do that. For now, the ambition... He's proud and ambitious. We'll make it to be on the council. To become Justiciar or Castellan. We'll do Justiciar for now. We do want to be in Aemon's council. Now we do have some swords actually. From Corley's. A golden sword. We haven't really checked our treasury at any point, I don't think. Gives us some prestige. Fury. Okay. A one-handed sword that actually gives us some combat skill. High Valyrian sculpture, sea snake, silk shroud. We have a actually pretty extensive treasury. The conjurer produced a rabbit from a hat, then made a handkerchief change color from brown to red, and then he simply vanished from the room, only to knock on the door and open it a few seconds later. Sure, let's get him to the feast. We need a new council, though. The Castellan, Justiciar, and Septon will all retain their positions. I think they're our only vassals, indeed. So they can all just keep doing what they're doing. I could make you Spy Master, but it's not like Dennis Woodwright is so much better. Though he is my friend. Do we have friends? How many friends do we have? It's just him. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna reassign Master Bernard into Spy Master, so he'll be the Spy Master. He actually didn't like that, but you know, that'll eventually wear off, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And that lets us appoint Dennis Woodwright as the new Justiciar, which can hopefully get us some claims, since he's quite a bit better. Thoron True will continue to serve as Master at Arms. How old is my son? He's 8. So yeah, he is really of the age to start training. Treasurer, I guess Aegor. It's not very good. Let's actually get a courtier who can specialize in stewardship. He's very good. So Laenor will be the new treasurer. And we'll just get him married if we can. This quick girl seems pretty good. Need to send for a new maester. And you can just scheme for now. Very nice. All of the guests have arrived at Driftmark, and it is now time to start the feasting to celebrate the life of Lord Alan Velaryon. Let the feasting commence. Indeed. Lord Lynn has created the High Lordship of Northweald. Good for him. We need a new regent. My brother, I think, seems like a good person for that. The Red Seahorse. Okay, we can appoint my daughter as handmaiden to my wife. My lord, the maester we sent for from the Citadel has arrived in Driftmark, a Northman by the name of Jossart. Let us hope he will be loyal and wise. Okay, good. He is not the best maester, but he will do. Summer is nearly at an end, and so autumn and the harvest is upon us. The feasting shall celebrate this time with food from throughout Driftmark, including boar, goose, and berries, salmon, and lobster brought to Driftmark. As part of this, you must decide how much of the harvest is set aside for the winter. We're really starting to waste most of our money, which isn't great. But let's just do a large portion. To the just noble lord, may you live in harmony and contentment, and accept your wow, your suggestions that Laenor and Delena get married. Nice. The poor are praising my name in Driftmark. Very nice. Sept and Joffrey has presented a petition for remedy to the court, claiming that the Sept was forced to pay a tax by a sheriff. This is despite their bills of exemption. We can actually smooth this over with some diplomacy. Tell him this is just a misunderstanding, so we won't have to pay him off and he will still be satisfied. Which child lacks a focus? Okay, Darren's daughter. She's very good at diplomacy, to be fair. Probably humility or etiquette, but we're too proud to really give anyone humility, I think, so I guess just etiquette. Now I'd like to potentially give Darren one of these smaller keeps, but I don't know how secure his line is. Is there like any Valerians in our court who can betroth to you? I guess my son. We can just betroth Galfred to Rhaenyra. And then we'll just get the castle inherited all over again. I think that's fine. And if my brother has a new heir, then, you know, even better. But they're about the same age. Rhaenyra is attractive. He is brooding. We force him to train. Should we force him to train? I guess. Let's go for it. My son has not improved his swordsmanship skills during this training. Instead, he is more interested in the cost of armor. That's actually not so bad. He still gains some stewardship from that. Okay, but now with that betrothal, Darren, I want to grant you... Which one's the weaker one? I think it's Nimmark. Yeah, we'll grant you the Castle of Nimmark. So he will at least have his own holding, and that will get us under the Demesne limit. Sir Darren of Nimmark. Very nice. The funeral. As the Silent Sisters finish the preparations of the deceased, the body of Lord Allen is brought to the local sept and laid atop the altar at its center. Canopic jars of ornate design are placed at the feet of the dead, and the eldest child places the death stones upon the closed eyes of the deceased. One by one, those closest to the departed in life make their way into the sept and speak their goodbyes, shed their mournful tears, and pray to the Seven for the dead. As the day winds down and the last goodbye is said, the body is carried by kin along the crowd-lined streets to its final resting place. As the sun fades away, a great feast is held, and those who knew the dead recount stories of their life and deeds of the lost. And so it is done. Lord Alan Valerian was killed by Prince Aemon of the Iron Throne in an epic dragon duel. He was a man who was known to be most courageous, as well as being most fair to look upon. Lord Alan was merely a competent swordsman, and not a warrior's songs are written of. So ends his story. He died... Is it at the same age? No, 2 years older than his brother. They both died very young. Yeah, and one was killed by Aegon, the other one by Aemond. Your spy master, Master Bernard, has come seeking a word. My lord, he begins. I understand you harbor an ambition to focus family, and become justiciar. May I advise you that it is prudent to start a plot against Lord Durham Bar Emmon so that you can fulfill this desire. Well, thank you for your counsel. You may leave. I don't plan on doing that. I'm not really planning on plotting with him. I think Daemon's a very honest person, even though he doesn't have the honest trait. You know, he's honorable, and he really doesn't have much intrigue whatsoever anyways. So I can't imagine these plots would have... Oh, wow. Plot to kill Daemon would have success, but that wouldn't really benefit us. Is this what we wanted? Not quite, but he is willing to appoint us to his council. To the chivalrous Lord Damien, peace be with you, I would like to give you a seat on my council, and therefore offer you the title of Senescal. We will accept, of course, even if it isn't the justiciar position we wanted. I can actually check this now just here. Oh wow, you got Duran Bar Emin there, and he's very poor. Yeah, for now let's just be a pragmatist. We might go to Malcontent soon. We obviously plan, even if we're not going to be doing any plots, we do plan on, deposing Aemond one way or another. Need a new ambition. Could be to tame a dragon. I don't know if Damien's really that kind of guy, though. He's not very brave, and I mean, we saw how the other Valyrians who tamed dragons ended up. Maybe just gain an honorary title for now. And then maybe we'll go for either Dragon Egg or Valyrian Steel. Let's see if he just gives us this. My brother is depressed. Maelor is transferring vassalages. Okay. How do the lords of the realm feel about the young king? The region is the Grand Maester, and wow. Yeah, he's not very well liked. Only 3 lords have a positive opinion of him. And that's Aemond, who has barely a positive opinion over him because of the opinion of, his predecessor. Aegon, the commander of King's Gate, who also liked his predecessor a lot. And then, obviously, the Linderleys, who got given the Vale by King Maelor. They don't have too many men to back him with either. So he could be deposed at any point. Unfortunately, his heir is his father, who we really don't want to be back in charge. Your dragon's still maimed as well. To the Honorable Lord Damien, may you live in harmony and contentment. Please support me by voting with me in the council. If you agree to do this for me, I will henceforth owe you a favor. No, I don't think I will. I don't think we have anything to gain by getting a favor from the Maester. You don't have too much power here, I don't think. Now, he's only got a daughter, so his heir is actually Aegon. Oh, wow. We do not want Aegon in charge of Dragonstone either. I've been corresponding regularly with my brother Darren and always make sure to see him whenever I get the chance. It's a harsh world and family must stick together. Family first. So I've gained a positive modifier from my family. And I've become a family person. That's very good, actually. I like that trait. We need our daughter to marry someone else. She is 17. A Tully. That could be very good. The Tullys did side with Rhaenyra as well in the war, and to get the Riverlands on side would be a massive ally. Even though they seem to have lost quite a bit of their lands, these guys aren't directly under their control. That's good, yeah. Oscar is Kermit's younger brother, and second in line to inherit Riverrun. Kermit doesn't even have an heir so far, so that's actually a really good marriage. Oh, how did I... Oh god, one of them's like a half-brother. Okay. Oscar. And let's do that. He's only 1 year older as well than Aemena. So we'll be able to get a pretty good alliance if all goes well here. To the Honorable Lord Damien, peace be with you, I accept your suggestion that Aemena and Oscar get married. Very nice. He's got 11,000 men right now, without Harrenhal, and he will accept an alliance. So we'll do that. We will also offer the... we could offer them a little more to try to keep him on side. But I think he'll accept the offer anyways, so we'll just offer the customary dowry. To the heroic Lord Damien, peace be with you, I Lord Elmo the Cruel. I didn't notice that's what he was known as. Yeah, accept your proposal for an alliance. Very nice. Yeah, he can get some more men as well from River Run. Council is discontent. Because we have one Glory Hound. King Maelor, did he give Sunfire's Whip to his father? Is that what happened? No. Who did he give that to? Did the Regent take it from him? Interesting. Someone took Sunfire's Whip other than Aegon for some reason. Did he give it to Sunfire? Oh, he did. He gave the whip to the dragon. Wow. Okay. We can't even start a faction. Is that because we have a treaty? I assume it is. For 9 more years. Well, we should be settling into some sort of peacetime. What holding should we go for, though? If we do want to try and conquer one of these lands, it should be something within Dragonstone. Sweetport Sound is extremely weak. Sharp Point's a little stronger. Could go for that. Both these houses are non-Valyrian, so I wouldn't really feel too bad about them. Unlike with the Celtigars. Or very, you know, similar to the Valyrians. Let's go for Sharp Point. I think that'd be the more useful one, for sure. So, you can fabricate a claim, and when we have that, we will have a chance to take some land. We should give you to someone else's education. He's very good at diplomacy. So I want someone good with diplomacy to teach him, and I think that's me. So yeah, I mean, Daemon's a family person anyway. We'll just teach our son ourselves. During a particularly heated argument in the council, you stepped in as Lord Bernard of Sweetport Sound was making a fool of himself. You managed to soothe the debaters and win the argument for him. This turned out to be a great move on your part, as he now feels indebted to you. Now, when to call this favor? Okay. Can sabotage his job or improve relations. Lady Rhaenyra Faring's Cross has declared Faring Cross League of Independence War on King Maelor, so it seems some of the lords are actually trying to break away now with independence. Ooh, and a couple of major ones. So, Rhaenyra Faring, obviously, not the best person to be leading this independence war, considering she's right next to King's Landing. Her holding is incredibly weak, and she only has 29 men. I could see this war going very badly for them because of that. But she's gotten Baron Flint of Breakstone Hill and the rest of the north. For some reason, Breakstone Hill is independent, but both Breakstone Hill and the north want independence. Cregan Stark is going to crown himself King of the North. That is really cool. I mean, no Rhaenyra, obviously he doesn't recognize the Greens, especially now with the Boy King, so he's trying to break away, and of course the Ironborns are also trying to get independence. And he's crowned himself Iron King Dalton, the Red Kraken. And there you go. Didn't take too long. They immediately took Faring Cross and captured Rhaenyra. The others might get the chance to just declare independence anyways, if he tries to punish them. It looks like he just pardoned the other lords, though. Because Rickon Stark's in his court now. And I assume your son is as well. Yeah, Toron Greyjoy. Actually, very smart there from the king. He didn't really give him a chance to stay in that war. Interesting, though, that some of these places are just independent now. Tarth, So's Horn, North Crackclaw Point, which we could try to conquer as well, especially now that it's independent. My moodiness and tendency to lash out at people is getting worse. I sleep too little and can't seem to stop worrying. This is a lot of pressure. I've become stressed. That isn't very good. A peasant revolt for a night song has been declared. Okay. But the king shouldn't have too many problems if it's just peasant revolts. And with enough time, he will start to, you know, gain the trust of some of these lords. What's his sister doing? She's married to Darren. Okay. Dorne is still very much independent. And there's the peasant army. Lord Larys the Clubfoot has inherited the castle of Kingspire Tower. Okay. He is still alive. Doesn't have any sons, though. Hoster Strong is his heir. Okay. Our best hope is just to wait, I think, until Vhagar dies. Oh, Rhaenyra has been beheaded on the order of the king. I mean, she did lead the rebellion, so that makes sense. But yeah, once Vhagar dies, he shouldn't have any other... Oh, he has Aegon in his court. I was gonna say he wouldn't have any other dragon riders in his court, but it's clearly not right. And my son is in his court. Oh, I guess because I am. Is your dragon dying? Is it still maimed? Okay. My lord, CK2 has been defeated. His reign of misrule has come to an end, and stability has been brought to Walrus Point. The council has named myself as his heir, and shall henceforth rule Zeko as your Khal. Signed, Dako of the House of Zako. First of his name. So he's been named the new Khal of the Zeko Khalasar, I guess? Yeah, the Dothraki are just doing their own thing here. You can see some of them are pretty big. Lord Damien, I've decided to give you the honor of making you my High Almoner. You are hereby responsible for handing out alms to the poor. Signed, Prince Aemon of the House Targaryen. So we've gotten what we wanted. We've been given an honorary title. Let's try to obtain Valyrian steel. Let's go for it. He's proud anyways, I think, of his house. And of our Valyrian origins, so let's try to go back there and get our own sword. Like the Targaryens and the Celtigars have. Some big Khalasars out there, though. And the 3 daughters are still going strong. Yeah. Still well liked. No factions. Aemond is feared, and most of his vassals don't like him. Actually, I have the best opinion of him. Huh. The Lord of Breakstone Hill was beheaded on the order of King Maelor. He was another one of the traitors in that independence war. The only 2 who haven't been killed are the Lord Paramounts of the North and the Iron Isles, which makes sense. You know, the most powerful ones. Could build some basic defenses, just to make the fort level a little better. Better some private farms. Improve the taxes a little. Let's go for that. At least invest our gold into something that will benefit us a little more long term. Your Septon Joffrey of Driftmark, who was performing charity work in your name, made the ultimate sacrifice when he was cornered by a desperate crowd of beggars and trampled to death. Wow. Ingrates. So my Septon has been trampled by my own peasants. Valerian is the new Septon of Driftmark. Okay. There's still a lot of wild dragons. And we still got a long time to go until our truce is up. So I guess till then we'll just have to continue improving as much as we can. The series has had Dragon's Whip added to their treasury. Oh, Furcrax's Whip, so he's tamed a dragon. And he's actually friends with Maelor. So he hatched one of Cyrex's dragon eggs. That's what happened. And he's now got his own hatchling. What about Aegon? Do you have any... Oh, he does. He has the dragon Stormcloud. They are friends, but he is not a dragon rider yet. Because he's too young, probably. Still, they're both friends with the Greens. He's friend with Prince Darren, and the other boy is friends with the king. But yeah, anyways, we're just gonna have to bide our time. Build up our troops and come up with some sort of plan to take down Aemond before we can hopefully try to put one of the Black Heirs on the Iron Throne. What has happened to Furcrax? Did his dragon... Oh, it died. It was sickly. My lord, we received word that the dragon Furcrax, owned by Viserys Targaryen, has died in King's Landing. She was reportedly born sickly and misshapen, and has died at the age of only 0. The legend fades. And with that, I think we'll end it here. Very sad. There's already signs now of dragons dying out of it. But, I mean, we still have plenty of dragons, even after all these small dances. I mean, there's a lot of dragons in the world. And, yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for the Targaryens to keep dragons going. But yeah, we're now very much in peacetime. I expect it'll be this for the next couple episodes before the truce ends up, and we can try to make some moves to get more power. But if you guys enjoyed this, or any other episode really, do leave a like and subscribe. That always helps me out. You know, leave a comment too if you want. I'm always happy to listen to what you guys have to say. And yeah, I'll see you guys with more of this, I think on Thursday or Friday. We'll see. Just over the next couple days. But yeah, see you guys next time. Goodbye.